Good morning, folks. It's Gord, your hurtin' hippie. And yes, it might be afternoon, it might be evening, lug, it might be tomorrow, Joey, but it's Gord anyway. You can see behind me what we're talking about today. But first, I'm going to show you. Look at that. That was last night's sky. And there's last night's buddy, my guy, taking him home. And now we're back to Gord. But I have one more flashback-a-rooney before we go on to talk about why I'm talking about this, although you've already read the title, you bunch of cheaters. Let's now go to Gord of yesterday. Wow, Gordy, such an explosive subject today. Well, I hope you're all handling Gord well, and I hope you don't give him any boos or thumbs down, because he's a sensitive boy, you know. Kidding, friends, kidding. Well, it is, I am assuming you saw this, so Gordy said, hey, let's throw it out to Gord from yesterday. It is afternoon in Calgary, plus 6 degrees or 7, and it feels like 8 or 9. And just 2 days ago, I was trying to see you like this. And now, it's all melting and going away. And that, my friends, is what Calgary weather is. I know that almost every city says, hey, if you want to change in weather, just wait an hour. But it's honestly true in Calgary. Friends, back to Gordy, and remember, this world is a beautiful, wonderful place. We all deal with negatives in our life. But if we look at the negativity in our life and figure out how much time is spent on it and how much time is really deserved on it, even spent on it, I bet you is less than 10%. And if it's more than that, then we're spending too much time on it. Because most things that happen around us are positive. We're just not trained to see it. Let's retrain ourselves. Back to Gord. Yeah. I did say I was going to talk about something different, and I still have it planned. I have it printed. I have a bunch of stuff together for it. It is almost ready to go, but up came this news about one of my favorite people, Don Cherry. And you know, I knew cancel culture would get him. I knew cancel culture would get people like him, but it doesn't stop me from saying, what the ever living, you know? First of all, I know a lot of people don't know who Don Cherry is. He's a Canadian sports casting commentary weirdo. You really have to click on the link below. I'm going to put a link to a montage of Don Cherry moments. This is a guy who has spent 30 years, maybe more, commenting on Canadian hockey. He has always given bouts of numbness of the brain. You know, he's got opinions up the yin-yang, and most of them don't mean a twiddler's you-know-what. That's just who he is, who he has been, and shame on the company. Yeah, I should do my research a little better. Shame on them for firing him, because now I really hope you've seen that montage, because now I'm going to put up what he actually got fired for. Ready?
You people love, that come here, whatever it is, you love our way of life, you love our milk and honey. At least you could pay a couple of bucks for poppies or something like that.
Can you believe that? This, yes, if it were just, Trudeau does his old blackface, gets caught in it, and he says sorry, he's okay. This guy gives his opinion about puppies and the wearing of them and the honoring of our veterans, and he's canceled for it. Now, I understand some of you, before you click the thumbs down or comment below saying, Gord, you got it wrong here, because I don't often foray into this political quagmire that we call a world today. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, because it's the media that gets you thinking this is the world we live in. It is not. Step out of your house, see the world that we really live in. The media does not cover what you see. We will get to that. But it is tied, and this is a good precursor to tomorrow's video. I will not say Don Cherry said nothing wrong. But when he was hired by this company that fired him, he was hired because of his commentary. He was hired for the way he stirs up an audience, the way people love to hate him. But this time, because it clicked on cancel culture and clicked on being close to racist, it wasn't. I mean, it depends on the way you look at it. A lot of people with racists who cling to this world as racist will look at that and say, he was calling all immigrants idiots, and this was aimed at all brown people, and he was saying, if you're new to the country, that's all he said. We have people coming from Ireland and England, and Canada is a melting pot. He's just saying, hey, welcome to the country, but I think you should honor our traditions. We in Canada have properly let ourselves be a melting pot. We have succumbed to the traditions of many outside cultures. We changed the uniform of our Royal Canadian Mounted Police so that the Sikhs could wear their turbans, and so the natives could wear their headdress in their dress uniforms instead of the hat that was supplied. We've had a lifetime of that. That's what Canada does. But there is no harm in somebody who's got a strong opinion saying, by the way, when you come into our country, and he didn't say you brown people, he said any of you coming into the country, I even think he said any of you, coming into the country, respect our traditions too. He's been forced to respect many traditions because he's in the public eye, and he's saying, hey, you too. You too. Now, do I agree with Don Cherry? Absolutely not. I say you come into our country and you do the best you can to become a part of our country, learn to love our country, but do whatever you want. You don't want to wear the poppy, don't wear the poppy. I don't wear the poppy. I contribute. I salute. I respect all those people. So he's wrong in the way that the poppy represents your support. It's a way to advertise your support, but I'm not one of those altruistic people that want everyone to know what I stand for, how I stand for it, why I stand for it. I don't wear symbols. I wear a symbol, but my kids made this hat. My boys made this hat. I don't wear symbols other people give me to wear unless they match what I want. And even then, what I do doesn't matter. It's what you do. And you may disagree with them, and you've got every right in the world to disagree with them. But he's got a right to make a living. Of course, we all know what's behind it. Was there 4 or 5 other incidences before this that they said, hey, you're going to have to calm it down, Don? But I doubt it. Again, look him up. Watch a few shows with him on it. He is a media, oh, excuse me. He is a media bigot. He is what the media wants out there in front of other people. I don't think he's bigoted at all. I think he's just a weird dresser and a funny man who has really strong opinions that I don't even think are his. He just runs on them because it sounds like something good to say. He could have made a lot of money on YouTube. Anyways, my friends, that's my thoughts. That's my feelings. And you may not agree with them. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to agree with each other on everything that comes out for us to either agree or disagree with. And now, wow, I snap my fingers a lot, don't I? I gotta figure a better way to transition. Little known facts. Red Solo cups are common souvenir to bring back from the United States. The novelty comes from the cups being used in so many party scenes in movies. That gets filed under who cares. Swedish meatballs originated from a recipe King Charles VII brought back from Turkey in the early 1800s. So they're actually turkey meatballs with a Swedish tint. Okay. In 1994, the company who had a patent on GIFs or GIFs tried to charge a fee for using GIFs or GIFs. The ping was invented as an alternative, and the company backed down. There we are. That was little known fact number 90, my friends, although I've probably done 200 now with other input. I hope you have a good day. Tomorrow we will take on The World is Better Today Than It Ever Has Been, and we are being lied to by your and my media. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.